Hello and welcome to my review of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Now there is a lot to talk about in this game. There are just so many good things, starting with the voice acting, and I really just want to give a big shout out to Andy Field, who did the voice of Dispatch, and Kellen Goff, who did the voice of Arnold, for just some amazing work in the opening. Just truly phenomenal. And we'll come to speak more about all of the voice actors and all of the amazing work later in the video. But first, let us start by looking at the costume designs and talking about generally the look and feel of the game, because I think that's a good place to start, because there is so many things to be said here. Like just how gorgeous some of these designs truly are. There's been so much thought put into this that has just made all of these things look fantastic, completely fantastic. I mean, even the little puppet Foxy. It's so many different things. There are so many good looking things in this game. The captain suit is amazing. Just everything. The vibe is so well done. This is such a good game in terms of the way it feels, because the entire time the game feels claustrophobic. You always feel like there is a problem, like there is something chasing you, which I think is a very, very good thing for the Five Nights games. This is, I think, an amazing game. Just truly amazing. I have severely enjoyed every moment of this game that I have played, and I currently, as of this point in the recording, have not even finished the game completely yet. I've still got one ending to finish, and I'm enjoying every single piece of it. And yeah, it's quite the game. I would honestly highly recommend this to absolutely anyone that enjoys any kind of game, really. If you like the idea of going and finding information out, and like, you can just play through the game, sure, or you can take your time and read things and learn things and learn about the world of the game, and that is the kind of thing that I truly enjoy. I love it in things like Legend of Zelda games, and honestly, as much as it's not the same, this does give me some reminiscent feelings to some of those type of games. And that is not a bad thing. I don't think it's anything like a Legend of Zelda game or something, but there are certain aspects that remind me of the things from those games that I loved when I was a young child. That is what is the best thing about this game, I think, is the fact that it has been made in such a way that it can appeal to almost anyone. Yeah, okay, there's obviously a slightly darker vibe, and if you actually look into it, but on the surface, there's nothing particularly scary. The jump scares are all from mostly benign things. I mean, we'll totally have to have a look at a few of the how shall we put it, creepy or outright disturbing characters, like Dolly here. She is most definitely a creep in this game, but we love Dolly. Dolly is actually probably one of my favourite sections. Honestly, the three big chase sections are all quite good. And then we can talk about the underground section with Tiger Rock, which I think is definitely the scariest part of this actual game. It is one of the hardest pieces of this game, and it is one of the most interesting for so many different reasons. I could sit here and theorise about Tiger Rock and things like that all day long, but that is not what we're doing right now. We are talking about this game and its ability to make us feel scared and just make us feel things. This game is amazing in that sense, and deserves all of the credit that it is getting, if not more. Now, I did mention earlier that we would talk about voice acting.
Hey, buddy. This is Dispatch with Fattest Bear Entertainment. How are you feeling?
Well, since you asked, I just finished a 36-hour shift, and I'm struggling to stay awake.
Now, this is the first thing we hear in the entire game, and honestly, it is amazing, because it just makes it sure you know exactly how evil the Fazbear Company is. It's like a capitalist hellscape like you wouldn't believe, and you can hear how tired Arnold is in the way that he's just done. He's just completely and utterly done with everything at this point, and you can hear it in his voice, and that's just amazing pieces of voice work right there. Like, that is honestly some of the best voice acting I've heard in some time. And I play a lot of video games, but just the amount it was able to convey in such small amounts of actual words, perfectly done. Absolutely perfectly done. Now, pretty much all of the voice acting in this game gets the same pass, and that's why, for the voice acting alone, this game gets a bare minimum, just on the voice acting. This is with nothing else included. This game's got to be at least a 7. Right? And that's like 7 out of 10. And that's just by any standards you like. We're going to actually have a proper look into what I rate this game, and I will have to come up with a proper system for game rating. But Secret of the Mimic is most definitely an amazing game. So now I want to talk about Moon.exe. It's a whole part of the game that is based around, you have to go collect collectibles in the normal game, and then you can do stuff with those collectibles that you put into the system via the transportation tube system thing. Those become items in the game, and you can then kind of finish this game, which I won't talk too much about because this is a review and not this isn't a guide or anything, this is just a review, and I think it's worth knowing that this part of the game is amazing. It's very well done. I don't really understand everything that it's trying to tell me yet, but I feel like there's going to be people talking about this very game for a long time to come. So now I think it's time that we start trying to bring this all together and talk about the game as a whole. Now, first of all, the first thing that I think I should talk about is the thing that I think I've mentioned the most in this review, and that is how beautiful this game is. It's not necessarily the most physically stunning game, but the way it's been done is beautiful. I think it's amazing. It's just such good quality, and that is why. So the voice acting, I said earlier, the voice acting 7 out of 10, well, gives the game a 7 out of 10. The voice acting's an easy 9, if not a 10 out of 10 for the voice acting. And I think the actual physical design of the game as well, of like the aesthetic, is easily got to be another 8 or 9 out of 10. There is no way to say that it couldn't be that. Then I think we need to talk about the fact that it's actual gameplay. Now, the actual gameplay can sometimes start feeling a bit repetitive if you suck, which I definitely did. I died a lot in this game, and that can be frustrating, but it is part of the game. It's just part of how it is. And I think actually, for the game design as a whole, has also got to be an 8. It's got to be an 8. I want to give it a 9, but I feel like Stillwell can still do so much more than we currently have seen. So it's not so much that I'm knocking them, it's that I don't want to say that they're already at a 10 when I feel like they can impress me more. So all in all, I would say this game has got to easily earn a 9 out of 10. We have to give it a 9. We have to, just because of how good everything on it has been. Every piece of this game has been interesting and engaging. So they deserve all of the praise, and I really hope that they come up with some DLC or a continuation of this game in particular. I enjoyed everything about it, from the multiple endings to the gameplay to the way everything was designed. This is a beautiful game, and I would highly recommend that each and every one of you that has heard this, if you have not already, go and play the damn game, because it is just that good.
They would cry.